Narcissists have an uncanny ability to reinsert themselves into your life, especially when you're about to close that chapter, call it quits, and end it for you. When you're about to move on and never look back. They want you to remain involved with them, at least at an energetic level. They want you to keep that energetic bond intact by thinking about them. But when you truly see through the illusion and when you see them for who they are, which is a demon, they get alerted and almost instantly launch a psychic attack against you. Signs appear, very obvious signs in your life that tell us they are energetically focusing on you, almost trying to manifest you back into their life. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic for today is very spiritual and important. 5 signs a narcissist is trying to manifest you spiritually. If that sounds interesting and you want to know how they launch psychic attacks and what you can do, stay until the very end. Sign number 1, you start having vivid nightmares and dreams. The content of these nightmares, these dreams, is very interesting. You find yourself stuck in places that are chasing you. You want to yell or scream, but you can't. Your hands are tied, they're everywhere. You try to exit a room, but you keep ending up in another room, and then you find an exit nowhere to be found. This person also tries to seduce you. These dreams can also be very hypersexual. You may not feel anything towards them, but you will feel that in these dreams they're trying to force something on you, like they want to get you back. It's a predator trying to hunt down its prey. As I said, these are vivid nightmares, which means when you wake up from them, you feel like you have lived those experiences in the real world, like they were there. And that's when you start feeling a lot of anxiety. You feel they're around, they are looking at you, or they might reinitiate the contact. You start ruminating, so on and so forth. Having that said, it's extremely important to create a distinction between trauma-genic nightmares and spiritual nightmares. In the beginning stages of your recovery, you may have intrusive nightmares because it's a symptom related to PTSD or CPTSD, which then over time and with therapy resolve. But these spiritual nightmares are different. They appear all of a sudden without any trigger, and there is a peculiar timing to them. Around 3 or 4 a.m., that's when that narcissist obsessively focuses on you, thinks about you, tries to know where you are, what you're doing, and then impact you in your deep sleep. Sign number 2, very interesting. Coincidental encounters or repeated reminders. You start seeing their name everywhere. It's not what you desire, but that's what happens again and again. It bothers you, irritates you. You try to close that profile off, you try to focus on something else, you try to delete that suggestion, but you end up bumping into mutual acquaintances, friends you knew from that relationship. And these people dump you with a lot of information about what they are doing, who they are with. You have no desire, as I said, to know anything about them. Yet these people break your boundaries. They abuse you via proxy. They violate you. Too much information keeps you involved, keeps you thinking about them. You're not able to focus on your healing journey anymore. You're not able to target the goals that you created for yourself because that's what the narcissist wants to happen. Songs reappear in your Spotify account, playlists are reshared, you receive cryptic messages on your Venmo and other Cash App like accounts, reminders that do not make any sense. But if you were to step back and look at them from a spiritual lens, you will understand it's the narcissist hyper focusing on you, trying to make their presence known and telling you through these signs that I'm still here and you have to take me back. Sign number 3, I have personally experienced this one: inexplicable technological glitches. In simple words, it's like your phone seems to do things on its own, dialing their number or sending them a friend request when you very clearly remember blocking them, or removing that suggestion. And then you're shocked, like, what the hell? Why? And then you try to do the damage control, but sometimes it's already too late. It's like a sign appears in their life because they're manifesting, they're thinking about you, and they're like, okay, fine, this must mean he or she is still involved. And then that is what they take advantage of. They gaslight, they manipulate, they show you a totally different and changed side of themselves, which is what then traps you. Even though you may have made a great progress in your healing journey, you may still fall for some of it because, one, it's the energetic influence, the spiritual, the demonic influence, and two, you are a human being. There are still some suppressed feelings they very well know how to trigger and how to bring back to surface. Them appearing on your social media profiles or you receiving old stuck messages from them may be taken as a nudge from universe confirming, oh, they probably are your soulmate, oh, there is a past life connection, oh, they are your twin flame, whatever the concept you may believe in. But that's not the case. It's not the universe itself, God Himself, trying to get them back into your life. It is Satan doing his work behind the curtains, and you should take it as a warning, not as a sign, as a nod from universe for you to go back and to reinitiate something. Sign number 4, repeated blockages in your personal growth. See, evil eye, evil energy is real. I was a disbeliever in the beginning. I wouldn't say a disbeliever, but very curious always. I didn't believe in these things because I was told to do so. It's only when I experienced spiritual stuff that's when I was like, oh, there's more to it. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. They know how to handicap you. Does that mean they have supernatural powers? Not necessarily, but evil exists. You're trying to get your new job, but you're not able to land it. You're not able to get through the interview process. You're not able to start your new project. You're not able to talk. You're not able to maintain your cool. You are emotionally dysregulated because other signs are appearing, other things are happening. And all of that is triggering those feelings of unworthiness. Probably he or she was right. Maybe I can't do it without them. They kept telling you, you are nothing without me. You're not going to progress. You're not going to get anywhere on your own. You'll always need me. You'll come back to me. And that is what they're doing now energetically. They're sending those cruel, controlling vibes, those energies in your direction, psychically disabling you, even though it may be temporary, but it's debilitating to deal with. Sign number 5 and the last one, an intense feeling of being observed. I'm not talking about hypervigilance. Hypervigilance is when you have to walk on eggshells because you always perceive a psychological threat. You feel like you will be attacked at any moment. You usually experience this when you are with a narcissist or in the initial stages of your healing. But then as you progress, as you process a lot of trauma, you're able to relax yourself, you're able to calm down. This intense feeling of being observed reappears when they're spiritually attacking you, when they are present in spirit. It's more than hypervigilance. It feels like there are those eyes looking at you. And people have reported to have seen a shadow figure in the middle of night staring at them. Narcissists do that. When you're living with them, you can be woken up by some kind of eerie feeling, and you look to your right or left, and there you see that narcissist staring at you with a smirk on their face. They didn't touch you, they did not nudge you either, they didn't even say anything. You just were woken up. That is what I'm talking about. That is what an energetic attack looks like. The same happens when you have left, healed to a great extent, and then they try to intrude, they try to violate your energetic boundaries. Now, if you resonate with any of what I have shared so far and you're struggling with it, you need to strengthen your energetic boundaries through meditation, through invoking your spirit animal, doing whatever you do that you know will help you to protect yourself from their evil eye, from their evil energy. Rely for support on your guardian angels if that is something that you believe in, and go deep into your spiritual practices. That is how I found my solace. That's how I kept myself safe from their energetic influence. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.